Memo600 might have just crossed the line. This isn't rap, it's real smoke. OTF doesn't claim him, 600 barely stand by him, and the ops want. And ever since Duke got, Memo has been going off. But how did it start? We will be breaking all of this down now. In a recent DJU TV interview, Memo600 openly addressed why he dissed Duke after Duke passed away. The issue stems from a past incident where Memo says he was on either April 13th or 16th. Right after that shooting, Duke allegedly trolled Memo online, reposting the news and mocking the situation publicly. When he posted, "Everything I post ain't 'bout Duke. Dude trolled me when I got, so I trolled when his lame ass died. Be ready to tweak what they own, and it's real ops outside. Pick you one, get you some." That's the last time I'm speaking on this situation. It was cool when he did it, huh? Y'all be weird as hell. Go catch a head and stop deriding. Memo claims Duke made sure to take time out of his day to clown him after the shooting, even though it was a life-threatening situation. So when Duke was later, Memo responded by trolling him back. Memo explained that people still message him about it, saying he only dissed Duke because Duke disrespected him first. Memo believes it's the same energy, whether it's life or death. Memo also confirmed that their beef started over a woman. He said a lot of Chicago problems start with females, and their issue was no different. He clarified he wasn't dissing Duke because of the woman, but that's how their falling out originally began. The interview also revealed a deeper rift between Memo and O Block. DJU asked Memo if he was banned from O Block, and Memo dismissed the claim. He then brought up an alleged incident where King Von reportedly beat up Duke in front of a group of women because Duke was showing out. Memo claims this actually happened and used it to further clown Duke. When asked if he witnessed it, Memo said he wasn't there, but is confident the story is true. He said Duke disrespected him during a real situation, and that he doesn't care who feels what about his response. Memo also distanced himself from BD politics, repeatedly saying he doesn't gang bang, and that he's strictly 600. He ended the conversation by making it clear. He said he respects Youngin, but not Duke. The personal nature of the beef, the public trolling, and Memo's unapologetic tone made it clear this wasn't just about music or politics. It was personal. The divide in OTF, Memo600 might be the next name to get added to that long list of fallen drill rappers out of Chicago. Things blew up heavy on Clubhouse when O Block Bangman and another O Block soldier pressed him live. They went hard on Memo for trolling Duke and even clowned him hard about how DJU had violated him in that recent interview. But this wasn't just talk. They straight up told Memo to stop playing before he ends up another street legend with candles lit for him. They made it clear. They're coming for him if he keeps running his mouth on Duke. Memo? He wasn't playing too. He dropped his location right back, letting them know he was posted up on King Drive. The energy immediately flipped, and they dared Memo to pull up. For sure, things would have ended in. But that is what happens when you disrespect the dead in the rack, and Memo knew the code before he started dissing his dead homie, and now other homies are after him. But how did Memo go from OTF to being hunted by his own? Let's rewind that story. Memo600's roots run deep in the South Side, 60th and King Drive. Before the fame, before the internet beef, Memo was part of the infamous 600 gang. That set was started by D-Thang and Lil Boo, bringing together black disciples and gangster disciples under one banner. Some OG 600 members weren't just street hitters. They had bars too. Around 2010, some switched lanes. Drill music was bubbling up and the streets found a new voice. While Chief Keef was shaking the game worldwide, Lil Durk was grinding his rise. Durk and his brother D-Thang launched OTF in 2012. By then, several from 600 had already started making noise in rap. Names like L.A. Capone, Rondo Number 9, Just Blow 600, and Booka 600 were gaining steam and working close with OTF. Memo and his younger brother Lil Steve linked up with 600 around 2011. Back then, Memo wasn't fully on music yet. Rap was just a side thing. His focus was still locked on the streets, handling business in real life. But with the spotlight came smoke. Drill music put Chicago on the map worldwide, but it also turned the beef deadlier. The streets became a real war zone, claiming too many young lives. September 2011 hit hard for Memo600 and the whole 600 crew. On the 19th, Lil Steve got caught up in that violence. He and Bite Down had been known for messing with MOB's Scrap. So on that fateful day, when Scrap spotted Lil Steve walking with Rondo Number 9 and some other 600 members, he threw his shirt over his face and started blasting with his too. Lil Steve got hit in the head and chest and rushed to the hospital, but he didn't make it. After Lil Steve passed, 600 switched their block name to Steve Drive in his honor, a way to keep his memory alive, to remind everyone he was one of their youngest soldiers gone too soon. That loss hit deep in Memo's chest. That moment was the spark that made him take rap serious. But still, he waited until August 2016 to drop his first official track. Memo's early tracks started catching heat. Fans took notice, and what was once just a hobby turned into a real path forward. 2019 was a major year for Memo's career. D-Thang signed him to OTF. The streets saw this as a power move, but the remix to Exposing Me proved Memo wasn't just some street rapper talking tough. He had real talent and potential. With that momentum and the OTF name on his side, Memo600 stepped up out of the streets and fully into the spotlight. Everything flipped in November 2020. King Von got lined after getting in Atlanta. The Atlanta PD confirmed he and 2 others got caught up in a shooting just days after dropping his debut album. Von got into it outside a nightclub, got rushed to the hospital, but died hours later. Von's death hit Memo600's career hard. Von was one of the rare OTF members who actually got along with Memo. In fact, Von was one of the main reasons Memo wasn't fully sidelined in the group earlier on. The bond between Memo and Von was stronger than Memo and Durk's. Their chemistry was undeniable, and it was clear on their track, Exposing Me. That's why Memo only ever talks about King Von with respect and love. But Von's death put a ticking time bomb on OTF and Memo's relationship. Then came the shooting of D-Thang. That was the final straw. Like Von, D-Thang got outside a club, hit in the head, and died on the spot. Remember, D-Thang was the one who signed Memo to OTF, but Durk was never really feeling Memo. Compared to King Von and Buka 600, Memo didn't get that same push. Von and Buka had tracks with Durk, but the only time Memo shared a song with Durk was on the OTF posse cut with the whole crew. Memo even said in an interview that he felt like OTF didn't promote him enough. After the tragic loss of D-Thang, it was only a matter of time before Memo's shaky relationship with the label came to a head. The label wasn't pushing him, and his career just stayed stuck on pause. Folks started talking. Maybe Memo's better off doing his own thing independently, because before signing, Memo was holding his own solidly. But once he signed, progress slowed down badly, and it felt like as long as Durk was running OTF, Memo wasn't going to blow up under that banner. Things got even messier when Memo's OTF chain went missing. Worst part? TTB Nez was flexing that chain in an Instagram video. TTB Nez is a major op for 600. He even mocked the deaths of some 600 members. So when he went online rocking Memo's chain, it was straight up embarrassing for OTF. Jewelry in the rap game is serious business. Every modern rapper got a custom chain, and OTF's no different. The OTF chain isn't just a piece, it's a badge of honor for every member. For the 600 guys who joined OTF, they got special chains made just for them, not some generic OTF piece. Memo's chain even paid respect to 600 with the inscription, 600 Boy Forever. Memo said his chain got stolen. Getting your chain jacked is one of the worst disrespect moves a rapper can catch, especially if they rep that life in their lyrics. It's not just disrespect to the rapper, but the whole crew. That's why Durk was reportedly heated over the whole situation. He made it clear in his verse on French Montana's Stick in the Jungle, spitting, "You said they stole your chain, you lied, they took it." But that wasn't the last time Memo's chain got snatched. When it happened again, it wasn't by an op like TTB Nez. Nah. This time, it was someone from OTF, Chef Zoo. Chef Zoo is one of the most feared OTF members. He got locked up for all kinds of charges but still holds mad respect on Chirac streets. He definitely lives up to that F tag. Trigger Happy Family ain't just a name. Now, nobody really knows why or how Chef Zoo ended up snatching Memo's chain, but rumors been spreading. Word is, Lil Durk might have had a hand in it. Sources say Durk had enough of Memo's online antics, especially that beef with DaBaby. When DaBaby and NBA Youngboy dropped their joint mixtape Better Than You the same day Von's posthumous album came out, Memo600 couldn't keep quiet. He tweeted some "Everyone knows DaBaby doesn't let disrespect slide." He clapped back hard at the whole OTF crew. saying Durk wanted no smoke and was waving the white flag in his DMs. He even implied Durk can't control his boys. That situation was mad embarrassing for OTF, and Durk supposedly had to do something. According to Rico Recklez, Durk called Memo, telling him they needed to settle it in a fight because Memo was embarrassing the whole crew.
They tried to backdoor some Smirkio or some shit. Like I told he the one that dropped that low when they ran up in Durk crib. I heard that's goofy.
That's ambitious. I don't know about that one.
You talking about the recent shit with
I'm
the
just saying, like a long time ago. Remember they posted ran in Durk crib or something? Like and then and the girl supposed to start shooting or some shit.
Yeah, recently in the
long time. Yeah.
The one where his girl was shooting too.
Yeah, but I said
Memo was hesitant at first, but he rolled up with his boys. Things got wild real quick. Got pulled. Memo's guys got beat down, and Memo managed to dip out, but lost his chain in the process. Memo posted a video saying he wasn't robbed, but another 600 member, Chef Law, claimed they had to give it back. After all that, Memo came clean. He isn't part of OTF no more. Since then, Memo nearly signed with Wack 100. But Wack revealed on Clubhouse that one reason he passed was because Chief Keef told him not to. When Memo caught wind of that, he didn't hold back on Keef at all. Fans were low-key shocked Memo600 even tried linking with Wack 100 because everybody knows Wack is cool with 6ix9ine's been on a non-stop troll mission, taking at Lil Durk and mocking King Von's death like it's a joke. So Memo tapping in with Wack had the internet confused. So with the beef with OTF on the ground, the beef with O-Block's own Mona Duke threw every form of loyalty out the window. When the news broke about Duke's death, Memo didn't show any love. He went straight to troll mode. As soon as fans started flooding his DMs with sorry for your loss messages, Memo jumped on his Instagram story, saying that he had not lost any homies. That shocked even his own 600 guys too. One 600 member named Trigger had to step in. He wasn't having it, saying that the crew took a big loss and denounced Memo600. Memo caught wind, and instead of naming names, he dropped a cryptic message calling his 600 homies cowards. Now here's why Memo has been acting like that for real. The real issue goes back to a dice game. Tensions got hot between a 600 member and someone from O-Block. Words got exchanged, then it got active. It rang out. In the middle of the chaos, Mona Duke, Memo.
This is what happened, gang. It was one day, they was in the O. There's a couple people out there. Couple people. I ain't gonna say everybody's name. I'm just gonna say some 600 members and some O-Block members and who knows who else. You know? It was a dice game. Shooting dice. One thing led to another thing. I don't know why it led to that. I can't tell y'all why it led to that. All I know is one thing led to another thing. And a 600 member and an O-Block member got into it. In the midst of them getting into it, shots get let off. Somebody actually got hit. I ain't gonna say who. RP Duke, man, on phone now. I never spoke on this because I wasn't trying to get nobody locked up. But Duke passed away, man. RP Duke. He can't get in trouble for this. All I know is whatever that Duke got the blow in that. Somebody got hit on phone. He's shooting at these from 600. Memo one of them that's getting shot. Memo get away. On phone. That's why that's why they be saying Memo be fast on this FIFA, because I don't know how football. Memo be getting out of it every damn on phone now. Just think about it.
Memo later confirmed the story himself.
So he got beat up and then he hit you?
I don't know nothing about no shit.
Oh no, I'm confused.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about no shit, but
did he pop at you?
I don't know nothing about no shit.
He gone now. We can talk about it, right?
Yeah. I don't know nothing about no shit, but what happened.
So yeah, the disrespect wasn't random, it was personal. Real street history behind that. And ever since, Memo has been moving different, distant from OTF, 600 shaky with him, and no real home base left. When the news broke that Memo got hit, Duke was the first one online talking reckless, trolling like it was sweet. So Memo, when he healed up, came back on the same type of energy. When Memo popped out on a new DJU interview, it got spicy. DJU wasn't holding back. He was way more aggressive than usual. Through the whole sit-down, DJU made it very clear he didn't rock with Memo trolling the dead, especially someone who used to be OTF like Duke. But Memo stood on it.
Duke trolled me. when he died, I troll him. What's the difference?
It's a big difference. Life or death. That's the difference.
It don't matter, gang. Like
It does matter, bro. What you mean?
I feel
Life
you.
or death is the difference.
I feel you.
That's a big difference.
DJU.
He not here no more.
I feel you, but what if I didn't make it?
Okay.
He was still gonna troll, gang.
We don't know that.
Yeah. We know that 100% for sure, gang.
Nah, because he could have. Okay, now I'm not. Look, all I'm saying is you got you survived.
Mm-hmm.
A control you on some laugh. Ha ha ha! You got your ass popped. But a nigga gets and then he died. That's different, right? Like he's gone. Like so it ain't like he can't get on the internet and go back and forth and troll with you. So now you trolling the dead man and getting all these views and getting all these likes and getting all this engagement of trolling the dead man. How's you coming, Memo600?
You right.
You supposed to be out here pushing peace?
Listen.
With FYB J-Man? How's you coming?
J-Man cool and all
That's
that.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
Before I got...
You supposed to be pushing the peace, but you trolling the dead man. Dead man that's supposed to be one of your homies.
I ain't trying to over speak you and all that.
Nigga, you better. Tell us something.
Before I responded to that man trolled me to death, gang. Ain't no way in hell you supposed to be on the internet celebrating that I got shot, gang.
According to him, it wasn't anything personal. He was just matching Duke's energy. In Memo's words, if the roles were flipped and he didn't make it after he got, he fully believes Duke would have done the exact same thing, probably even worse. And that's when Memo dropped a bomb. He admitted the whole beef with Duke started over a female. Just like how most drama in Chicago starts, it was behind a girl.
So what made him okay with doing that himself? Did you all have any issues before this?
Yeah, on stage, we had some personal, like, real...
Something with a female?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you, everything that happened in the world with, like, Chicago beef, ain't nothing that happened. If y'all don't got beef, it ain't nothing about a female.
It's always about a hoe.
You feel me? Like, the he had going on was it started with a female.
People who knew Duke knew he had a habit of going after other dudes' girls and baby mamas. Same way he was messing with D-Thang's wife and BM, Fat Banks. Still, the rest of OTF stayed quiet, acting like none of this was happening. But Memo didn't care. He aired it all out and said that's exactly why they never liked him at OTF. He always kept it real, even when it made people uncomfortable. Before it all went public, Duke and Fat were trying to keep it hush-hush, but the streets aren't slow. People had already started putting the puzzle together. Even then, they still moved sneaky, trying to act like nothing was going on. But when it got too loud to ignore, the whole thing spilled out. Fat had already popped up in a few of Duke's music videos. Still, nothing was official until February 2023, when Duke posted a couple of flicks of him and Fat on his socials. That was the confirmation everybody was waiting for. Some say it wasn't even Duke who wanted to go public. It was probably Fat wanting other girls to know she had the ladies' man on lock. Because when a guy like Duke was in the picture, girls wanted it known they were messing with him. It was part ego, part territory. During the interview, Memo made it real clear. He never signed to Durk's side. He signed to Dang Gang. Out of loyalty to D-Thang, he said he couldn't just sit back quiet like nothing was going on while Duke was out here messing with D-Thang's baby mama.
And from the view count, this is one of 16 best interviews in almost 16 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
From me to you, to the real trenches, I can't even go on to say what's really going on, but the words I just said to you, this the heck business.
Okay.
The members that was there and know what the going on, this the heck business. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. This the heck business. You hear me? This the heck business. This the heck business. For them girl.
Okay.
This the heck business. Do you hear me?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not an O'Blockian, so.
Yeah, that's all what I said to you can't be trolled, can't be played with, none of this the heck business, man.
Okay.
Like,
now, when I hear the word heck, that's HK?
Yeah.
That's T-Word brother?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my boy. That's shout out
Heck. Heck business.
Yeah.
Y'all be hearing the O'Blockians speak about heck a lot. So when you say this that heck business, I mean.
That's all I can say to you, brother.
Right. So don't elaborate, right?
Yeah, that's all I can say to you. This the heck business.
Okay.
Shout out Youngin though. And you ain't never heard me diss Youngin, none of that shit, gang. I fuck with Youngin. Shorty was about his money, his family, like, you know. I don't disrespect Youngin, like, you know. Youngin got this shit going, gang. I respect Youngin, long live, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is for sure, whatever Durk said.
Memo called it early, and now it's looking like he wasn't lying. After Duke passed, Fat Fat's true colors came flying out. Just 3 days after Duke got hit, her sister hopped online talking about how she went through Duke's phone and found out all the girls he was texting, even the ones playing like they were just friends with both him and Fat Fat. Maybe she realized she said too much because she deleted the post immediately, but many people had seen it and it didn't sit right with a lot of people. They started pointing fingers at Fat Fat, saying she's supposed to be grieving, but the first move was to dive into his phone and tell her sister to make a post. Even with all this, Memo might still be playing a dangerous game. Trolling Duke after his death? That isn't something the block just lets slide, even if you're spitting facts. One thing's clear. Playing with Durk or OTF is a move only a fool would make. His name holds weight in Chicago, and his track record proves he isn't one to mess with. Lil Durk's one of the biggest in the game, but it wasn't no quick flex. Born into gang royalty, his dad got locked up for life when Durk was just 7 months old, caught running a major crack operation. With his pops gone, life got tough quick. By 10, Durk wasn't just a kid no more. He dipped off the porch and started grinding to hold his family down. What's wild is how Durk stayed clean through all that. Cops had him marked for years because of his ties to the deadliest Chicago crews, but they never caught him slipping because he's always been too slick. Late 2011, Durk got popped on a weapons charge, got out on bond, did 3 months in the pen. Once he bounced, GDs and BDs were beefing heavy, and Durk's L's anthem took that beef to the next level, sparking the wave of violence still shaking the city. On the track, Durk rapped, "You don't f with me, then f my own I don't trust him. Brick Squad, I say f Wooga World with him, so f Brick Squad's Lil Jojo hit back hard with 300K, where he rapped, Durk say f Brick Squad, so I can't wait to catch him. Squeeze this .40, now they got him on a stretcher. Days after the track dropped, Lil Jojo was lined, and that was what really set off the war between the BDs and GDs, causing more young dudes to lose their lives in the streets. In June 5th, 2013, Durk got arrested for throwing a loaded 40 cal in his whip when cops pulled up on South Green Street, Chicago, charged with unlawful weapon use by a felon, held on $100,000 bond. His lawyer said 9 witnesses backed Durk's innocence. One even said the his. Durk got out July 18th, 2013. 3 years later, Durk got cleared of probation violation after felony charges, and suspiciously, the judge dropped the case. In May 2019, Durk and King Von were caught up in a non-lethal shooting. Prosecutors said they robbed and shot a man for a Jeep Cherokee and $30,000 outside an Atlanta drive-in. After weeks locked up, Durk and Von got out on $250,000 bonds and $300,000 bonds. Charges against Durk were also dropped later. Months ago in Florida, feds say Durk was tied to a higher plot. Prosecutors claim Durk and 5 OTF members planned to hit Quando Rondo's crew in revenge for King Von's 2020 death. Quando and his cousin Lil Pab rolled through LA for business, and as soon as they pulled up to a gas station near Beverly Center, a white sedan that had been tailing them all over crept up, and within seconds, Quando's black SUV got lit up with and Lil Pab took the Feds say they finally got a case on Durk, claiming he called the to avenge King Von and keep his street rep. Durk supposedly funded the whole mission, paid for flights from Chai to LA, gave orders, and had Kayvon Grant, his right-hand man, run the ops on the ground. Khan allegedly booked hotels, grabbed ski masks, secured 2 luxury cars, and brought heavy heat. One stick allegedly switched to full auto, all done on Durk's command. Feds say they got receipts, phone logs, flight data, surveillance, everything matches. They're waiting for someone to flip. If one of Durk's own talks, this case goes nuclear. But Durk might slip again like always. 600 might keep quiet for now. But if Memo keeps pushing, messing with Durk and OTF, 600 could flip the switch and let him fall. If you liked this video, click one of the windows on either side to watch a video similar to this one.